that's today's topic, and that's reallocation. What do I mean by reallocation? I mean, basically, you can't, like, you either cost average in or you stay in. You don't just liquidate and CryptoSlo with more crypto gains. What's going on, guys? Wow. What a rough day yesterday, huh? Good gracious. The truth of yesterday was we were overextended. And, you know, if you're looking at the 1334, we were definitely overextended. Now, on some of the bigger time frames, we hadn't even touched back down to the 13 on a lot of these coins. So obviously we were getting a little ahead of ourselves as far as this tracking up in a, you know, upward moment. And it's at these times you can't get shook out. I've been doing this almost 3 years now, and if it's taught me anything, it's you can't get emotional with it. You're either in or you're out, and you know, you just can't be shaken out, because then people get cheap coins. I got some ETH at 211 last night. I could not be happier with that. That helps cost average. My ETH cost average was about what was it? 226. So I got in a little bit ago, and then we popped up to almost 280-ish, and then we retraced. But let's talk about that a little bit. That's today's topic, and that's reallocation. What do I mean by reallocation? I mean, basically, you can't, like, you either cost average in or you stay in. You don't just liquidate and be like, and then it'll go back up, and then you get wrecked, and then you lose your position even worse. It's a game. But with that being said, if you have a nice balanced portfolio, not everything gets as affected as heavily as others when things are down. And what does that lead to? That leads to some positions that you still have profit locked in, or they are net positive. So what you have to ask yourself is, do you think some of your positions had an over-exaggerated sell-off? Like, you know, should have ETH went down to 211? You know, honestly, like I said, the retrace back, it needed to go down there a little bit before we made our next move up. But with that, it opened a great opportunity. Kyber KNC was a fantastic opportunity. It's up 10 cents. That's 20% in 24 hours. You know that it basically took an exaggerated hit to the sell-off. You know, you got a lot of bots, you got a lot of stops, you got liquidation on the leveraged exchanges. So during these times, that's when you can take a position that maybe didn't get hit as hard and reinforce some of your other positions that you think you know, you want to cost average into a little bit. So for me, that was Tezos. I got Tezos cheap, but I only had 150, so it was like 500 bucks worth. I was not at a loss. I was still up. So what I did was I went ahead and dumped my Tezos and bought some cheap Ethereum, and I was quite happy with that. I got 2 Ethereum at 211 and added to my ETH position. Now ETH was up $17 already in the morning, so you know, you can't complain with that. What you don't want to do is move negative positions into other positions unless you really have to. I mean, that's not zero sum. You want to move something that you're net positive on, or shave the profits. Let's say that you had a coin and you're up 1,000 on that coin. You can shave off that 1,000, put you back down to cost average, zero sum, and move that 1,000 into something that you think would leverage up at a faster rate. Like I said, like ETH, or a small cap that you think just took a beating BTT's looking pretty juicy. If it stays down like it is going to, I might have to get back into a position. I had about 10 million BTT and had a net profit of about 2,000, and I was in boost on bankroll, and I made another 1,000 off that. But at the 0.59, I went ahead and exited my position, just because I thought BTT was kind of getting ahead of itself and was much too high. So I locked those profits in, and I'm glad I did, because then I moved those profits into Chainlink, which I'm very happy with. I think that's a long-term winner. So don't think liquidation, think reallocation. Again, it's okay to move coins around, and that's the positive part of having a portfolio that's a little more diversified, is you can take these reallocations, and what you'll find is in the long term you'll probably be trending upward. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hang in there. You know, the bull run is just right around the corner. I'm still pretty confident of that. We're doing everything is going as planned. This is CryptoSlo. We're not talking gains. Then we're not talking